Our job as parents is to embarrass the hell out of her. Happen. Staying warm. Their outdoor wood boiler. Well, we have arrived. We have about 8 inches of snow here. Nice bank to deal with. Haven't been here in 2-3 days, so it's gonna take, oh boy, I have to cut in here and plow all this. So let me get the plow going. Haven't even started the four-wheeler in, since the fall. No, since last spring, sorry. Haven't even started the four-wheeler since last spring. I have to get the outdoor wood boiler going because the heat isn't even on in the house right now. I have the pump circulating, so our temperature in the house is 59 degrees. I don't have any heat on at the moment. The outdoor wood boiler went off a few hours ago. I'm just running pumps, that's what this is, so at least water's circulating. Keeping the temperature good, so we don't need to worry about that, but we do need to get the boiler going. And we do need to plow all this snow out of here. Now this stuff, pretty light. I guess luckily it was different snow down the hill here. You can see I have my tracks pulling in off to the side so I don't pack it all down where it really matters. So let me get ready to get this boiler going. First thing I do is grab my trusty torch. I always need to have that handy torch. Let's venture over through this. This is exactly what we want to have that four-wheeler for, to plow the snow. It's the perfect machine to do this job right now. Won't take too long. Well, let's go check out this boiler here, this outdoor wood boiler. Now this thing, I built this in 2004. I have a whole bunch of videos about this unbelievable contraption here, if you will. It is 1/4 inch thick steel all the way around, a 3 foot by 3 foot box inside a 4 foot by 4 foot box. And I can still feel a little heat radiating out of here. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is get a little fire going here. Let me put some stuff together. Get going from there. Okay, so I have my little fire ready to go here. It's just a simple cardboard box in the bottom, some sticks, twigs, ready to go. It's a piece of cake. All I have to do, light this at the bottom. I use a propane torch. It's awesome. Makes things nice and easy. Light this down here real quick. It takes a lot less time than sitting here with a lighter trying to get one little piece to light. And boom, that'll go. Now that's right by the air intake. So if I close this door, that should be all it needs. If you get a good draft going up through here, just make sure that's getting air in there. We'll let that go for 5 minutes. So while this begins to light, takes a few minutes, I can gear up to start plowing. Pretty cool living up here like this. And, using firewood to heat the house, it saves a heck of a lot of money. It's a lot of work to cut that and split that, but you know, it beats paying for it. Now this system, even though I had this shut off for a while, for the last 2 days while it snowed, I do have an electric water heater hooked into this for backup, so I can turn that on and off remotely from my phone and control and check the temperature. So if I need to throw a little heat into it just so the house doesn't cool down too quick, I can do that. You know, just keep it the temperature I want easily. So until I can get back here and fire this up and let this do the hard work for me. So I can see a little puff of smoke coming out the top up there, so it's starting to light up. Take a quick peek here. Yeah, lighting slowly down there. Let's go get the four-wheeler. Wow, my trusty steed in all its glory right there. Hasn't moved since the springtime. It kind of gets buried in here. Really shouldn't take me long to dig this out. I'm sure it's going to fire up. It's a Honda. There's no reason why it shouldn't fire up. Good reason to clean the garage up a little too. Okay, not sure what you can see here. I did have to put some air in the front tire. That was a little low. I want to check this oil. Oh man, she's still perfect. Being that it hasn't rained in a while. Let's see, I know it has gas in it. Everything else should be good to go. I know the battery's dead. The battery's always dead in this thing. It does have electric start, and it does have a cover for that. They're always off because people have to kickstart them all the time. Okay. So, let's see here. So here's what we're looking at. This is 99 Honda 4Trax, 300, four-wheel drive, ATV. Just a perfect all-around machine. It's just the right size, just the right weight, just the right everything. Horsepower, it does it all. Everything I wanted to do. So let's see if we put the fuel on. Get this sucker ready, give it 1 second or two, make sure all my switches are good, turn that on. I'll give it a good wallop, and then as soon as she starts, we'll open the garage door here. I don't want to breathe too many of these fumes. Let's see how many kicks it takes. Again, it hasn't been started since the spring. I'm not even going to try to kick it over. I'm just going to give it one good wallop and see what happens. Oh man, look at that, one shot. And yes, if you're wondering, the whole engine is freezing cold. But then I'll touch them off right now, it's still cold. Oh yeah, that's cold engine. Get this out of the garage here. Bang, 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 bang. Alright, let's let that sit there for 2 seconds and warm up. Bright as anything out here. What an awesome four-wheeler. So the plow, I think it's a 50-inch plow, which is just about right for a machine like this. It adjusts 3 different directions for pushing snow. I think for the first shot I'll leave it straight. Let it choke too long. A straight shot right out of here. Fancy little lever over here on the side helps me adjust how much down pressure I have, keeping it just floating at the moment, just so I can get some good shots. And then you just reverse and back up. That wasn't a bad shot for the first clearing. Sure beats shoveling. And it's about 25 degrees out right now. Get a good swath of this pushed up out of the way so I can come back later and push through easier. What a great machine to just sit that long and just hop up and start running, no problem. Is the most important one. Plowing the parts you don't even need to drive on, that's the worst part. I guess maybe that's one of the only problems with plowing is you have to plan for where you're going to put future snow. It's like a snowblower, you're plowing your shot anyway, pushing it out of there. That way, so. For this first little bit, I'll plow some of this like this just to get the chunk out of the way. And then we'll angle it and push it where we want. Look back. I mean, that's a pretty good swath there. Might die. There we go. Well, that's expected sometimes. All right, now let me adjust this plow. So, it's nice how it's on springs, so when you hit things it doesn't matter. All you really have to do is click that and then you can twist the plow like that. Let's see, is that how I'm going to want this? Yep, for now. Let's fire this beast back up. Actually, let's take a look at how our boiler's doing. We haven't been out here in a little while. I just lit this thing and left it go. Ta-da! Burned down perfectly. Let's throw a couple more chunks on there. Okay, let's see. This one right here, I'll do it. It's pine. Not everybody can burn pine. Just throw it on like that and let it go. I can already feel the heat radiating off. Nice simple fire, making heat. The thing is awesome. And that runs, let's see. So that thing's running all radiant floor heating in the house. It circulates water through the tank, or through the box here, pumps it into the house and back out. I also have a domestic water line in here. So that heats up the hot water before it goes into the water heater. Kind of helps efficiency a little bit there. Gives you longer showers in the wintertime. It's nice. And it cuts your cost. All right, let's fire this pig back up. And now that we're angled, push it all out of the way. Now we're making room. Like this, we have the hot tub this year to deal with. You have to be able to access that. No fun when she stalls. Could turn the idle up a touch if I have to. Whoa! I didn't know she was going to start in reverse. She's never done that before. I thought it was in neutral. Wow. Go, girl. What if your safety wires are off? Go here. Big shot up the side. This is the hard one to get, that first run. You're trying to push it off the edge. It's also kind of a problem having a warm plow. When you come outside, the snow's going to stick to it a little bit. Down. That's a big pile we're pushing here. That pile's already lifted up. She does not like this gas. Poor girl. right now. I'm just taking the edges off. So I have to plow the middle part into where I'm plowing now. If I plow the middle first, I won't be able to keep pushing this side out of the way. So we'll get the side out of the way first and then plow over. Clean, like I said, how this stuff is freezing and sticking to this. Just kick some of that off of there. So now that it cooled down, snow will slide off better. It'll take a little less effort. Well, WD-40 would probably go pretty far, putting that on here. Buy that stuff by the gallon. I use so much of it. What an awesome, awesome machine here. It just goes and goes. Keep gas in it, just keep oil in it. You don't have to, it doesn't use any oil. These things are incredible. If you can find one, grab one. And keep moving on this. I have that top part here. It's going uphill, so it's a little tricky. It's a lot easier to come downhill with some momentum. So it has taken a little while to get this far. Moving right along with our trusty steed. Let me show you what we're dealing with up top with the snowplow mess up there. Big bank. It's a little harder and kind of gets stuck in it a little easier. Getting heavier as the sun's hitting on it. Losing that powderiness. Trying to get as much room as I can. Luckily, it's a light machine. It's easy to get moving. I can plow what's in front of me to make more room. Try to get faster and get out of it. But it does like to suck you into that. If I get a good running shot, I can get in here and go. That's a good curl up there. Do this whole driveway just pushing a throttle and a little lever here. Predictable. I mean, What an incredible, incredible machine. Just goes and goes, gets all this done, does an amazing job of it. And I mean, if we do a little man math here real quick, let's see. I've had this machine for at least 10 years. I could say 15 years confidently. So let's just take 10 years real quick. I paid $2,000 for it with the plow 10 years ago. So it's $200 a year to have this machine to plow my driveway. So I didn't have to pay somebody else to come do it. But the flip side of that, this thing's worth more than what I paid for it now after having it for 15 years. So it's really, I didn't pay $200 a year. Let's call it $150 a year to have it. And how do you beat that? I mean, God, that's just an awesome, awesome deal. So if that's not a good justifiable reason to go out and get one of these and convince the wife to do so, I don't know. And then you can use it for everything else you want to use it for hauling a cart, or firewood, or just riding around. That's a blast to go exploring on these things. So you can just point them up a hill. It'll go anywhere you want. Full-time four-wheel drive, 5-speed, no clutch, just automatic clutch. You just shift. Electric start, reverse, what more do you want? And it has a backup Kickstarter. And you can get this with a winch on the front. I like the manual control for the plow. Kind of can feel what you need. I had one before that had the winch on the front, and that was nice. It did make it a little easier. But get one of these things.